can't stand the rain. You trying to harmonize Missy Elliott's song? The fuck is wrong with you?
We should have time.
I can't stand the rain. Yeah, don't. Because you know,
let's see. I'm
always
clinically depressed. I have raging anxiety. I hate my life.
I wonder if these will go through. Probably not. Mama Lisa. Fuck, they're not gonna go through. You know, according to Torn and Billy, I have a face. Like a specific face.
We typically do have faces.
No, I mean like not obviously a face.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I don't mean like a face. I mean like a face. Like every time I make like a specific face, like it's my face. That they'll be like, don't give me the Chelsea face. And I'm just like.
It's probably when you do the.
No, like it's when I go the.
Oh.
Apparently, I have a face. I don't know. I don't know where the fuck they got me. Maybe they're right though, because I do that a lot.
You do.
But I guess Billy did it to Torn the other day, and Torn was like, "Don't give me the Chelsea face."
It's not gonna work on you. It only works on her.
It doesn't even work on me. Like, they just look at me like,
no.
The fuck?
You can I have that? No.
Like the other day, they tried to give me a wild cherry Pepsi. I was like, they were not thinking of me at all when they bought their Pepsis. Regular Pepsi trumps any other type of Pepsi, okay? We are Pepsi drinkers. Pepsi is the GOAT. So fuck all of you guys.
If I wanted cherry flavored anything, I'd fucking get juice, not a goddamn Pepsi.
Shit. I did drink a vanilla one though.
I had vanilla Sprite. That was not too bad.
I don't mind the vanilla. Vanilla is okay. It gives it like a nice little kick.
I haven't had the vanilla Pepsi though.
Yeah.
But anyway, welcome everyone
to another Meme Girls. Meme Girls. Meme Girls. Meme Girls. Why?
Meme Girls.
Anyway, I'm King Spunk, Lord Koki on my left over here. How's everybody doing tonight? Starting a little bit late. Sorry about that, guys. I needed my papito con huevos.
Yeah, she had to eat her papitas con huevitos.
Con huevitos.
And she enjoyed them.
My papitas con huevitos. You know what happens when I come on podcasts and I don't eat.
We ramble.
About food.
And I'm double hungry all the time now. So like I have to eat.
Yeah, she eats for two. It's kind of funny though. I've never seen her eat as much as she eats now.
It's a lot. Even like I'm not even really hungry, but I'm like, I need to eat.
Yeah, no. It's crazy. It's crazy. Her boobs are getting bigger too.
That's the only good thing out of this entire thing. My titties are growing.
My titties are growing.
I have great cleavage.
I really wish
not today. I'm not wearing a bra.
I really wish I could show that clip of you at the Pride Parade. That was a great clip. That was a great clip. I put pasties on her boobs, and she started like she put her shirt like on the inside of her boobs and started walking around like this. She had the pride flag hanging out of her fro. It was so cute.
You know what's crazy? I think I had to have something hold the shirt too because my tits aren't big enough to hold.
No, surprisingly enough, they held though. Surprisingly enough.
I don't remember if we put like beach or whatever in the middle.
Yours was the lip ones, right?
Yeah, I had the
lip ones. Well, like those lips took up her entire tit. Like they took up her entire tit.
Not anymore.
Whatever. They're still small. I mean, look at me and then look at I don't know.
We're not gonna do this again, okay? We're not gonna bully my poor tatas.
All right. Yeah. No, you're right. We did that a few weeks ago. We're not gonna do that again. Sorry. My bad. I'm not sorry. It's kind of funny.
She never is. That's okay. That's why we're still married.
So, so last night or the other night, I was watching this video, and it was 4 dads. And they were tossing a child to each other. And it was kind of funny because I'm like, that would not happen in my house. My mom would flip.
Hold on.
My sister
Before you
would
continue
flip.
real quick, I just have to interrupt. To my brother Kevin, who commented on my watch party, he said, homegirl, you are a Pepsi away from diabetes. Pepsi could kill me. I don't give a shit. I'll drink Pepsi till I can't fucking drink shit no more.
She'll be dying with a smile on her face.
I bleed Pepsi, Nick.
I'm telling you.
Sorry.
There's a reason why me and her are married, okay? And it's because of Pepsi that we're married, All right, she couldn't open a damn Pepsi bottle, or was it a can?
Bottle.
It was a bottle because she had little noodle arms.
Still do.
So I opened her bottle and she was like, I need you to be in my life for the rest of my life. Okay. So
and I proposed.
So pretty much the Pepsi is like the ring that ties together our relationship. We're not really married, but we're married. So anyway, so that's just kind of like the backstory of why she keeps saying she's my wife and stuff like that, because she wouldn't know where she would be without me opening her Pepsi bottle for her. So, although that's gonna change now because she's gonna be carrying a baby all the time. So right? Now your arms aren't gonna be noodle arms anymore. You're not gonna need me anymore. She's not gonna need me anymore.
I will still need you. I love to have you around.
It's okay. I get it.
I could be my most authentic self around you.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
True.
It's true. It is true. Her most authentic self. All right. Anyway, so I came across this video. Back to my point. I came across this video, and it was 4 dads, and there were 2 kids, 2 little girls. One had to have been like maybe 2. The other one was maybe 1, maybe a little younger. And the 4 dads were throwing these girls. They were just like tossing them, playing like hot potato.
Oh, that video.
With each other, and then it was just toss them like boom, 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 boom. And the girls are laughing, so it's obviously like a fun time. They're not like throwing them or anything like that.
Still pass out.
But I found it hilarious because Torin commented and he was like, WPS. Okay, well, Carrie looks at me, what the fuck does WPS mean? I'm like, white people shit. And she was like, "Oh my god!"
That shit blew my mind.
So I'm over here like, yeah, you know, that should be one of our segments. Every week we should come up with something white people do. And then she said, "No, that's something the Dark Hour should do." Which makes sense. We are gifting the Dark Hour with this segment, and we're doing it live on TV, live on podcast, because we both feel like she's part of Dark Hour too. So like. In a way, it's not fair. I'm a little salty about it, but no, I'm not. I'm kidding. So we decided, hey, why not help the Dark Hour out a little bit? Pretty funny for them to do a WPS segment every week. And they could come up better than we can with some dumb shit that white people do on a regular basis.
We basically already like rag on them, but we don't. It's not a segment. It's
not a segment.
Like if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
So now it's official.
So if it becomes like a segment, and they could just like segue their way into that segment, and kind of make it their own, you're welcome.
And if you're sensitive, don't watch.
Yeah, we don't on any of our podcasts. We don't enjoy sensitive people. It's bad enough we got to deal with Billy, so let's just leave that alone. Anyway, so the other day I'm watching this. I started watching this video the other day. It was pretty funny, and this girl was sitting on this guy's lap, and this other girl comes up, and she starts talking to him, and this chick gets off his lap, and first of all. I don't know whose man's it was, whether it was one girl's chick or the other one's chick, but it's clearly both. Obviously, he fucked the both of them. It's like, but this kind of brought up a situation I have been noticing within a lot of females these days. And, you know, I know it built up from, like, back in the day or whatever, and I get that, you know. I mean, it makes sense. But, like, at the same time, females sharing dudes, willingly sharing dudes. Like, I understand if you're like a polyamorous relationship. That's one thing. That's your sexuality. That's different. To me, that's different. You know, you guys are all loving each other, and it doesn't, you know, it helps when you guys are all on board. Mm-hmm. You know, that's one thing. But when you got, you know, like, and the other thing about the polyamorous is that you guys, all 3 of you are together all the time. Mm-hmm. You're not sharing each other. You're literally in love with each other, all 3 of you. Or 4, however many you guys are with, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's polyamorous. It has no number. But when you and another girl, okay, are sharing one dude, like say he has you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, And then the other ones got them Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then Sunday you all rendezvous together at certain hours. Bro, like, when did that become okay? Like, that's what I want to know. When did that become okay? And why are people, like, accepting the fact that, you know, people are doing that?
You know who does it when you hear the bitch that says, well, I'm the main bitch. Like, yeah, he fucks with her from time to time, but like, I'm the one he comes home to. Oh, you mean the one that he brings all the STDs to?
What show is it that they do that? Oh, fuck. What is it? Housewives of Atlanta or something like that?
I don't watch none of those shows.
Chick. I don't remember. I was watching it in New York with my cousin. I don't watch shows like that. Like, I'm not a fan of like those like the only show I think I watch is like Love and Hip Hop New York. And that's really And even then, sometimes it be pissing me off because I'm just like, all right, now y'all taking it to another level. Like, it's clearly reality. Yeah, it's clearly reality. And then but like, there are certain shows that you know, promote shit like that. Like, okay, he's with one chick and he's fucking with another chick on the side or whatever. And, you know, if you're okay with that, hey, by all means, it's on you. I just want to know when it became socially accepted.
To just proudly be fucking more than one bitch, and the bitch just being okay with like, okay, yeah, well, maybe he doesn't feel the same way I do, but at least I still have his attention. Like,
all I'm saying
you bitches settling for the absolute lowest.
Like, there's no need to settle. I mean, back in the early 2000s, you have like songs like "Can't Hold Us Down" by like Christina Aguilera and who was it? Lil' Kim did that song with her. I don't remember. It was Lil' Kim. Yeah, Lil' Kim did that song with her. And then you know, like you got like songs like that, and you got songs like fucking that make it like, it's one thing for a female to take ownership of her life and not let a dude fuck her over. But at the same time, it's another thing for you to accept the fact that he's with someone else or he's loving somebody else. And that is a problem with society these days. Love doesn't exist anymore. That shit doesn't exist anymore. And like, people pretty much took everything that the 90s and everything that, like, you know, R&B music had a standpoint on back in the day when it came to love and it came to relationship and it came to I'll do anything for you, and like, you know, like Genuine and like Boys to Men and God, I'm drawing a blank. Why am I drawing a blank? Anyway, all these artists, all these R&B artists used to talk about like Marcus Houston and like B2K, Omarion, and like, you know, all of them. That they all used to, Mario, all of them used to talk about things like that, or Neo, and, you know, like, especially Neo. Like,
Neo was big into it.
And
I miss him.
You know, nowadays R&B music has,
it's about fucking. That's it.
That's all it's about.
Not even like on no love shit, just straight fucking. Like, hey, you look sexy. I'm gonna fuck you.
What's that one song that my man is, your man is, my man is, your
man
too?
Sia.
Bro.
Whatever the fuck her name
Hold
is.
the phone. Like,
not Sia. What's SZA?
SZA?
Disrespect.
Who is that? And why? What do you mean? He's your man and my man and no.
Whoa. In her defense, because the rest of that album was pretty lit too, and it was
okay.
It was
I'll give you that, but like,
that one song, I think bitches misunderstood that song in particular, because that one, she was saying that she was with the dude who's fucking with the other bitch, but she wasn't like. I think the lyrics were taken on. Like, I don't think she was glorifying it. I can't pinpoint.
A lot of girls are glorifying a lot these days. Like, you know, and you guys, I mean, when it comes down, like, coming from a female who is like ridiculously respectful, this is why I'm not dating anybody right now. It's because of the mentality that everybody is in right now. There is no one-on-one relationship with everybody anymore. There is literally, okay, you have him this day, I'll have him this day, whatever, and we're not calling it a relationship. Everybody's scared of the word relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend. Everybody's scared of it. They're freaking out. And it's like, it's not that hard to be in a relationship with someone you care about.
Yeah, make sure you like the person first.
And it's not that hard to not be clingy in that relationship either. You know what I mean? It's easy for, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, some people are a little crazy. And take things like to the next level, and they want to completely like cage in and completely cut everybody else out of their life. And, you know, it is difficult to be in a relationship and for everybody else to be in your relationship too. It's very difficult. But that has a lot to do with everything else these days too. Nobody minds their fucking business. Everybody's have, like, all up in everybody's business. Throw their 2 cents
in other people's relationship. And you know what? Like, it's hard enough to, like, find someone that you, like, click with where everything's good and you guys are, like, open, honest with each other, communication, all that stuff is on point. And then sometimes you just kind of have, like, how do I say it? I can't explain it. Like, there's the people that think they want a relationship, but they really don't. Like, they just want someone.
They just want compassion.
Yeah, they just want to say I have a girlfriend. Like, they don't actually like it. Because I know a lot of people that they get into a relationship because, like, they just like being with that person. Like, I just met you and, like, 2 weeks later I'm like, oh my God, I fucking love you, let's date. Like, it's not like, you gotta take time.
No, take your time. Yeah. Take your time to get to know someone. Like, this kind of falls into the whole like all different kinds of categories we have today, and that's why I wanted to talk about this, because this can lead to, you know, different things, different problems. You don't get to know somebody, you don't date them a little bit before you give yourself to them or anything like that. You know what I mean? When I mean give yourself to them, I mean fucking them and all that shit. Like, it's clear as day. But, you know, there are a lot of, like, crazy people out there. Like, legitimately
especially in Florida.
Crazy people out there. Especially in Florida, yeah. But, you know, especially everywhere. It's just we hear about Florida because we live in Florida. But if you go up to New York, all you hear about is the crazy-ass people in New York. You go to Cali, you hear about the crazy people in Cali. You go to Colorado, ain't nobody crazy out there. Everybody smoking weed. Everybody good.
But nobody crazy. Everybody too high to be crazy.
Everybody's too high to be crazy. They're like, fuck it, I just need my weed. That's it.
You're about to shoot up this bitch. Just did you hear
first. You know what? Speaking of Colorado, I just read today that Colorado nurses are starting to give their kids CBD or medical marijuana in schools.
Oh, wait, what?
In schools.
Really?
Yeah. That they're allowed to prescribe medical marijuana in schools to children. Yeah.
Like what? Like just. Like, oh, I have a headache, Missy, and they just give him a little oil. Here you go, Timothy.
I don't know. I honestly,
That's weird.
I'm not really sure how they're working that out, but honestly, like,
I'd be like, let me get the
I thought there would be like an age limit on the legalizations of it, though. Yeah, they have to be I guess medically, I guess medically it's different, but I don't know. From my understanding, I just read it today, so I didn't really like get fully into it because we were running late. And I had literally just read it, but you know, something to look into. Like, that'd be pretty cool to look into, to see like
what's going on,
where you go with that. You know, yeah. So anyway,
we're evolving.
We're evolving. Finally, we are evolving.
We evolved into something so terrible. Soon, I hope we break out of this bullshit.
But at the same time that we're evolving, we're also, you know, nobody is taking initiative into what has been going on lately in the world. And that's what I'm saying, like, you don't know how crazy people are. You don't know how, you don't know where their head are at or how they grew up or how they were raised or anything like that. You meet somebody on the internet, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and bitches to be so fake over them dating apps. It's wild.
And you know, even bitches, like, you know, catfishing dudes, or, you know, you could be talking to like a 16-year-old dude. You think like these teenagers think they're talking to like a 16-year-old dude, and they're actually talking to like a 40-something-year-old dude, and they don't even know. And you don't even know how crazy you are, or how crazy this shit is. I shared a video the other day about these sex trafficking and child abduction things that have been going on. Oh,
listen, we've talked about it before. I am currently expecting.
So I currently have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old little girl, like a 5-year-old little girl, a 3-year-old little girl in my house. They're my nieces, and a 15-year-old boy in my house who is my nephew.
I will be strapped. I don't care if you try to play it off as like, oh, I was just trying to show him, bitch. You will catch a bullet in your shit if you touch my kid.
There has been a lot of videos and a lot of situations going on lately, and you know these child abductions, these sex trafficking, like situations that have been happening. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, kids are stupid. So a lot of times when they tell, you know, it doesn't matter if your parents talk to them or if their parents talk to them or not. Like, they're still gonna be like, whatever, fuck it. It's just my parent. Like, they're just telling me something because they don't want me going out or whatever. And they still go out. Well, this guy did an experiment. He did an experiment about these child safety and child protection videos. And he went online with their parents' permission.
Was it the one? Oh, it was the one I just picked them up.
Yeah, the one that I just posted. If you guys are friends with me on Facebook, go ahead and check that out.
I should have sent it to the thing.
I wish I could have. It's such a long video. I wasn't gonna put it on podcast anyway. But this guy was with their parents' permission. This guy started talking to these teens. One of them was 12, another one was 15, and another one was 14. And he kind of was like, you know, he talked to them for a couple days, and then with the parents' permission, but the child doesn't know the parents' permission.
Yeah.
So he would meet up with them, and instead of, you know, him coming up to them, their parents would pop out and be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Mm-hmm. Like, why are you doing this? He could have taken you, whatever. You think this is like a 16-year-old boy, and he's actually 20, 21." And, like, you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's true. This shit happens, especially these days more with how open social media is and how open, like, everybody is to meeting new people and doing all that. Because all this was happening on Facebook. He was talking to them on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And he was messaging them. And he's like, I want to meet up with you. And they're like, okay, I'll let you know when my parents are gone or when my parents are fall asleep.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
You know? And then a couple times, you know, the first time around, he met the girl at the park. And her mom popped out, and her dad popped out, screaming at her, like, what are you doing? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this guy could have taken you. Like, you don't even know who he is. And then the guy was like, you know, like, do I even look like my picture on Facebook? Mm-hmm. And she was like, no. And he was like, well, it could have been worse. He was like, just think about it. And then another situation was that she said when her parents went to sleep, he'll meet her at the house. Like, he can come over.
Oh, she was going to let him in, yeah.
She was going to let him in, which is even worse. Because you let him in the house, parents are sleeping, you don't know what the fuck he's gonna do to you and your parents. You're putting everybody in danger at this point. Or if you have little sisters or little brothers or something like that, you don't know what you're doing.
If he brings like a whole gang of people, it's like 30 against what?
Yeah, you don't know. So he walked up to the front door with her dad, and she opened the door, and her dad was like, what the fuck? Da-da-da-da. Why would you let him in the house? Why would you open this door? Why would you do that? Da-da-da-da. It doesn't matter how many times you talk to your children. It doesn't matter. You have to be on your P's and Q's with them. Another situation with the last little girl was he had told her that his brother was picking her up. The guy who was talking to her told her that her brother was picking her up. And they were in a van. Okay. And in the back of the van was her mom and dad. Mm-hmm. Her mom and dad put masks on. So she got in the van, and they all grabbed her by her arm like this. And she started freaking out, and she tried getting out. But she doesn't...
To no avail.
You have three grown-ass people in the car with holding you down, and you're 12 years old.
12. Mira para allá.
Like, you're 12 years old. Like, what makes you think you're going to get out? What makes you think you're going to go get away? Not even 12. You could shit. Any of us, even if it was three grown-ass men... I wouldn't be able to get rid of three grown-ass men. Mm-mm. I mean, yeah, I can handle my own. Maybe one guy could probably knock him out. But, like, three grown-ass men in the back of a truck, no way am I going to be... Without me knowing, like, you're literally being blindsided. You don't know what the fuck is going on.
My sister, when she was young, when she was, like, in, like, first or second grade or whatever, she used to ride the bus to school, and she got off the bus, and normally we waited for her, but like the past couple of times, like we waited for her at the bus stop, but the past couple of times we're like, well, the bus stop is so close to the house, like we'll just let her walk home. Yeah. And there was like we saw the bus drive by, so we were like, all right, in a couple of seconds she should be here. she took maybe like 10, 15, 20 minutes to get to the house, and we're like, where the fuck is she? Yeah. We go out, and then she was finally like walking towards our apartment. We're like, where were you? She was like, oh, I was talking to my friend at the bus, and we were like, I guess she walked with the boy to his apartment, and she didn't go in, but she was like in the hallway, and he was trying to get her to go inside, and he says, you know, back in the early 2000s or whatever, how they have that the live action Barbie movie, or not Barbie, Bratz. Yeah. He said the little boy told her that he had the life-size Barbies in his apartment, and my little sister was like, or Bratz in the apartment. She was like, oh my God, what a... Point being is that even though it was this little boy in her buzz in the school, you don't know who that little boy lives with. Mom, dad, uncle, aunt, whatever. Like, you don't know what could happen. So if my sister didn't have a shred of common sense, she would have walked into that apartment and whatever happened, happened. Yeah. We would have never known.
I mean, when I was a kid, my neighbor... nobody knew this about my neighbor. You know, he was real chill. He's cool. He had kids over his house all the time, like in and out of his house. Turns out 5 years later, he went to jail for molesting 3 little girls.
Wow.
And we were upstate. We were like in upstate New York, and he was like in the city. And yeah, he just got out like a few years ago. He just got out of jail. So like, you never know. You never know. You know, these kids were my best friends. Like, I used to hang out with them every single day. Like, I still talk to one of them, like, you know, the oldest daughter. And, you know, even they had no idea. Like, you know, you just never know.
You just gotta be careful.
You never know, and you have to be careful. You have to be very careful with what your kids are watching on YouTube, on Facebook, on, like, who they're talking to. You don't know who they're around, like anything like that. You know, but you know the best thing you can do is try and keep a little bit of a tab on them. Feel me? We're dropping everything right now. I just dropped a pen. So like, I mean, it's just like little things. And I know this is kind of a serious matter for us to talk about right now, and it's like, but it's necessary. Nobody talks about stuff like this. Nobody wants to come out and
it's happening.
And in
Waterford, in Orlando, Central, it's happening.
Oh, it's happening everywhere. It's happening all over Florida right now. And it's happening here in Orlando. It's happening in Waterford. You know, it's happening. There's plenty of places that it's happening. You would think, okay, Waterford, it's not such a bad spot. You know, we live in like a nice suburban area. There's crazy people everywhere, literally everywhere, and you don't know. You just have to keep tabs.
I don't want to delve into this particular one too much because there's so many of them have happened since the internet became since the generation of kids growing up with like tablets and shit. There was that shit that came out recently, the Momo thing, and it was regular YouTube videos on YouTube Kids, which is the YouTube version for kids specifically. It was a thing where like you would be watching, your kid would be watching like Peppa Pig or some shit, and then mid-video, you see Peppa fucking shooting her mom and putting her head on the table, and there's blood everywhere, and it's Momo, this like scary prop or statue or sculpture someone made, that tells the kids like, oh, you know, cut yourself like this so you can die, or this is how you make a noose, this is how you kill yourself, kill your parents, you and your parents are gonna die. I don't know why we act like we don't know how ruthless and crazy and scary the internet can be. But why would you give your kids such an insane amount of access to the internet unsupervised? You know, like, I get that it's easy to just hand your kid a tablet and say, get the fuck out my face so you can go do whatever you're doing. But this is your kid.
Yeah.
You know, you have to...
You should still be keeping tabs on them regardless.
You know,
like a lot of these kids that are watching these videos and watching like these little videos of their toys and stuff like that, playing around. You know, they're watching little Peppa Pig. They're watching like all these little stupid little videos. Literally kids watching other kids play with toys. Okay, first of all, no. All right, sit down with your fucking kid for 15 minutes. Teach them how to play with something. That way they can play with it and not watch other kids play with it.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. And then on top of that, a lot of these videos are reaching children between like 2 and maybe 6, and they're all
very impressionable age.
Their minds can be molded very easily, very specifically, and that's a lot. That has a lot to do with the reason why a lot of these kids are depressed. A lot of these kids get offended so easily. Why a lot of these kids are going to school and they're being like stressed out by school. And now, like, you know, I think the suicide rate in teenagers have skyrocketed through the roof in the past couple years, the percentage, and it's unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. This is something that just doesn't need to happen. But
real quick, pausing you. Saying hello to the Pumpkin Patch PP on Twitch. I'm sorry, I don't have Twitch open on my phone, so I can't actively see who's commenting. But thankfully, our amazing producer back there tells us what you guys are saying. Yeah. So
shout out to Stretch for that one. My phone is off, so I can't comment on any of you guys right now just because my phone isn't working. But shout out to everybody who's watching right now. I'm not sure who it is because I'm not connected to a Wi-Fi or anything like that. But shout out to everybody who's paying attention, who's actually, you know, giving us a time, because this is a serious matter that we're talking about right now. And the fact that somebody is actually paying attention, actually watching it, and actually like taking in, let's just make us feel good. It makes us feel proud that people actually care about what's going on.
And even if it's not a serious topic, if we can give you a few giggles here and there and entertain you for an hour, that'd be even better.
I guess.
I'm kidding. You know, that's technically what we do. I'm
kidding. So,
but
you know, I think
just watch your kids, man. It's your kid. Damn, how you gonna?
Yeah, I mean, how you not like your own kid? How is it gonna feel that you're standing in line, and all of a sudden someone comes in, grabs your kid, and starts running?
And either you're too busy with like on your own phone, you didn't see fucking Mike run off with little Susan, like, you know. Damn, pay attention. It's your kid. Susan. I see that shit, bro. Like, I see parents, like, their kids, especially when you go to Walmart, and all of a sudden you kids are like over there playing like with some dangerous shit, and mommy's over here conversating with a friend she just met at the aisle, like, yo.
And then all of a sudden, lately, I've been keeping my nieces like real close to me. Like, even when I go to 7-Eleven, like, I worked there for 6 years, but even just going there, I've been close. Like, Naomi, stay close to me. I just want you close to me. And she's like, why? And I'm like, I'll explain later. Don't ask dumb questions. Just do it.
You know what? This shit has gotten so out of hand. I don't mind some of you bitches bringing back the fucking leash. Put a leash on your fucking kid. At this point, I don't even care. Just put a leash on your kid. Yeah. Give him the tablet. Give him the tablet, but put a leash on.
One of the retractable ones, though. Right? Get over here.
Fucking lock it. Oh, motherfucker. You see the kid?
Oh my God, did you see the video of the little chihuahua on one of those?
You mean me?
Oh my God, I can't with you. No, freaking, was it something I read? I think it was something I read that this little girl kept letting the leash retract, letting the leash go, and then she kept retracting it, and the chihuahua kept like getting pulled by her neck.
Oh no.
And then all of a sudden one time, her little girl, she's walking with her dad, her and her dad are dying laughing because it's funny to them. And then all of a sudden, she looks at her dad. She gives him like an evil look, and then she lets the chihuahua go. And as soon as the thing retracts all the way, she just lets go of the leash, and the leash started like chasing the chihuahua, and the chihuahua started just running away from the leash, and they're both just cracking up, and their mom is like trying to run after the dog, and it's not happening, and the little girl is just crying. Oh my God. I'm sorry. That's horrible. It's not really dog abuse, okay? It's comedy.
Well, okay? the yanking when the throw part. If it was a video,
anybody would have laughed at it, all right? Because I would have laughed at it. I'm just savage like that, though. I belong in hell. Anyway.
I belong in hell.
So yeah, just watch your kids.
Stop being retarded.
You don't know what the fuck could happen. You don't know what the fuck could happen. Anything could fucking happen. They're children. They're all innocent. They don't have a reason. Not all of them are innocent, but a lot of them are innocent.
You know, another reason.
They are all innocent. They just do stupid shit that make them look evil, which makes them evil little assholes.
Speaking of kids, y'all gonna have to watch your kids, especially y'all little girls, cause guess who the fuck is free? Tell them, punk.
Punk?
I mean,
she called me punk. But she tried to be so smooth with that shit. You saw that? And then she called me punk.
I even did the rest of the side too. Fuck.
Damn, she fucked up on that one hard. Punk. R. Kelly is out again, guys, and on the prowl. All right, he got locked up and had a $100 million bill. Something like that.
$1 million bail.
All I know is that some dumb bitch paid it. All right? How many times do we gotta go through this? How many times do we gotta go through this? Okay? Like, how many times is this motherfucker gonna get away with his shit? All right? What little girl you manipulated now to pay your bill, bro? What little girl you manipulated now? Is it one of the girls that you had stuck with you for 10 years? Or is it another one that you manipulated and brainwashed again? That you took under your wing and told her, oh, you're going to be a big star that we ain't never heard of. I ain't never heard of any of the girls that you had under your wing.
Snoop Dogg.
Not a single one. I ain't not a single one. All these girls coming up on your little docuseries, and I ain't heard of a single one. Not even the background dancer that you had, that she was there too. Who the fuck is that? I don't fucking know. I'm sorry, but you ain't making nobody famous. You're just making yourself more stupid. You're making yourself look more stupid. Like,
dumb dick.
And then on some real shit, like, you really feeling like you're invincible.
Of course.
Now you really feeling like you're invincible. That nigga gets a slap on the wrist
every time he fucks up.
And then everybody thinks, oh no, it's R. Kelly. He would never do that. You don't have enough evidence to think R. Kelly won't do something like that? There's not enough evidence for real? Like...
Y'all have a whole video where he says his name, social security number, his address. Y'all got everything.
Everything. I don't even know where to go with this. But anyway,
just watch your girls.
That's what I'm saying.
Watch your baby girls.
Like,
baby boys
come
too,
on, man. I didn't realize that this entire podcast was gonna be like around stupid shit. I mean, not even stupid shit. It's all real shit, but like more like real stupid shit. Mm-hmm. Like
some real serious stupid
between shit. Female sharing dudes, child abduction, sex trafficking, R. Kelly getting the fuck back out of jail. Like, you guys just can't let the guys serve, like just let him know what it feels like to be locked up for a little while,
right?
Damn.
Y'all
just gonna keep letting it happen, and then you wonder, oh, where's my daughter? Well, kidnapped. You let her go with him.
She's brainwashed. She
like, no. My thing is, it's a lot of girls that are 17 now. We're all either just being born or barely a twinkle in their daddy's eye when he got fucked up, when he got fucking accused of it the first time. Mm-hmm. 20 years ago. And then a second time a few years back, a third time a few years ago, and now this is the fourth time?
If that.
And then you guys still ain't gonna lock this motherfucker up? Y'all just gonna let your daughters gallivant with this stupid son of a bitch. And let them pee all over them like it's okay.
And take hush money.
Fuck it. Right? Fuck it. Let's just do it. Okay, fine.
Y'all literally selling your daughters to this motherfucker.
I wouldn't let R. Kelly pee on me for a nickel. Sorry. Who knows what the fuck is in that piss? God damn. I'm just saying. Nope. It won't happen. Listen, pee somewhere else.
For other people, they could put a price on their dignity and self-respect.
R. Kelly can't put a price on nothing.
She's been working out for him so far, so clearly he can.
Well, I mean, how many girls
bitches bailing him out for?
All right. You know what?
I'm like, in my lifetime.
Come on, girl. Like, I get it. You don't know who the fuck R. Kelly is because you weren't alive when he was doing this shit, or you were just a kid when he was doing this shit. So why the fuck are you gonna know? But your parents being like, oh my God, it's R. Kelly. Yeah, go sing with him. No. He tried to come up to my kid. He tried to come up to my kid and be like, no, I want to make her a star. No, you don't. You want to make her your slave. But that's okay, though. I'll be damned if my daughter be asking permission to go to the damn bathroom unless she in school raising her hand like a good little girl. Okay? She gonna ask R. Kelly to go use the bathroom? No, fuck you, bro. She can use the bathroom whenever the fuck she wants. Don't knock. Mr. R. Kelly, sir. Mr. Daddy, sir. Can I use the bathroom, please? Can I get something to eat? Maybe a cracker?
Can you use the bathroom, please? Sure.
Oh, hell no. Stop it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
I can't with this man. Like, fuck. When the fuck are you going to stop roaming the streets? I'm over it, all right? We
lost X, but you still walking around, nigga?
Yo, you know what? I'm getting tired of us playing way too much time into these stupid-ass, whack-ass motherfuckers who think they can get one off on anybody. Yeah, Jesse, fucking R. Kelly, fucking who else now? Come on, give me more. We need more material for our podcast. Let's go. What else?
Keep them coming.
We're going to keep going? We going to keep going? Who's the other one? Who's the other one?
Gonna be lit.
Where's more? We need more. Come on. Let's go. Let me go. Come on. We got this. We gotta have freaking material for the next 5 podcasts. What's up? Talking about. What's up? So come on, man. R. Kelly, you are old news. Literally. Literally and figuratively. You are old news. Old news. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're not even cute, no. Like, you was never even cute.
You never was.
You was never even
cute. Sometimes, like, I think about, like, niggas like R. Kelly and then Kylie with fucking Travis and Kim with Kanye, and I'm just like, their faces, like, what do they look up when they're fucking them and they're laying down, like, their stupid ass face looking at them, like, they don't feel disgusted.
Easy. Kim thinks about Ray J.
This is what I'm saying. Kylie looking at that nigga so ugly.
I'm telling you, Kylie don't even know what her own face looks like anymore. So who knows? Like, I'm just saying. Okay,
Jesus, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So I think it's
eye of the beholder, I guess.
I think it's about time we bring my baby up.
Although this eye is not beholding no beauty.
So Jason Momoa. Wait, just in case he's watching, filming. Anyway, I'm kidding. So Jason Momoa was at, where was he, the Grammys? Was that the Grammys?
Michael Jackson. I'm sorry.
What did you see?
Pumpkin Patch on
Twitch.
On Twitch, you were saying who else? He said Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, come on, man.
I'm sorry.
Michael Jackson, they didn't do it. That is tired. That's tired at that point. I mean, I'm not gonna bring up no Michael Jackson. Let the man rest, okay? Let the legend rest. Okay. Let him do the moonwalk up in heaven like he belongs, okay? Let the man. We all know what the fuck happened there, but he ain't still doing it, so we could just leave that alone because he done dead to the world right now. Anyway. Sometimes I be saying shit and I'll be like, damn, did she really just say that? In my own head, and I'll be like,
and then you watch the playback, you're like, oh, I really did say that. I said that.
Damn.
Can we scratch that from the record? Evil. Can we edit that?
No, it's on recording. That's it. There's footage of my evilness. I can't even.
That's okay. You can move into. Anyway, I'm in my layer.
Where was it? At the Grammys or at the Oscars?
Oscars.
It was at the. So he was at the Oscars with his beautiful wife Lisa.
By the way, if you two ever want to be in a polyamorous relationship, I'm open.
Just bitch. Hop off. That's mine. That's mine. They don't want another kid.
I mean, we can.
I'm just kidding. I'm
just kidding. Wow. Is that how you feel? Listen, one of us has to have the kid, okay?
All right, whatever. All right. Anyway, stupid.
I thought you wanted this.
One of us had the other. Yeah, bitch.
I thought you wanted
it. Shut your ass up, okay? Anyway.
You don't like me now because I'm fat.
Oh my God.
I'm getting fat.
This is how it's going to be the rest of the time now, for the rest of her terms. Anyway, so Jason Momoa was with his lovely wife, Lisa Bonet, over at the Oscars. And an interviewer came up to him and asked him to do the Haka ceremony dance, or to do at least a move from it. Mm-hmm.
Which is that it's a
traditional Hawaiian dance that you do when you're either gonna challenge somebody or when you're celebrating something. Okay, really so let's just roll the clip right now.
Get out of you! I gotta get a Haka move. I gotta get like one Haka move. Like, come on. Just get it. Oh, yes! All right. Thank you so much to both of you. Have so much fun tonight. Let's see what's going on down the card.
It was just mad cringy.
I mean, honestly, okay. So Lisa had something to say about this.
She was just kind of like, no.
Yeah.
This is not for your fucking entertainment, you dumb.
Yeah, honestly, and she's not wrong. Okay, the Haka dance is a very ceremonial dance that, the Hawaiians do, as I said, to celebrate something or to challenge someone, which is understandable. They did it. There was a Hawaiian soccer team that they did it before their game. Jason Momoa gets very, very emotional when he does his dance with his family or with whoever is there with him doing his dance, and it's just it's something that you don't just up and do, especially if it's something for like an interview or entertainment or anything like that. It's not, okay? And I support Lisa. He did it just to, just to make her happy, whatever. But Lisa had a point, okay? It's the same as if we were sitting somewhere and everybody decided, okay, let's just have like a reception, like a marriage reception, just for no reason.
It's almost like something. It's almost like you go up to like a Muslim woman and you're like, "Hey, can you just like bend over like how you pray, just to see like what it looks like?"
Yeah, we can see what it looks like.
Yeah, like you don't. It's not for your entertainment. You know,
it's definitely not. And like, some people just don't get it. And that's another thing when we mean about you minding your own business. Okay, we see Jason Momoa doing the fucking haka enough. You don't need to have him do it while he's dressed up nicely with his wife at the Oscars. What the fuck? Okay? You don't need to do that's just, you're making yourself look stupid because now she's over here like, no, don't do that. Like you just made them both feel very uncomfortable. And there's certain things that you don't do as a reporter, as an interviewer, as, someone who is trying to get, I understand you're trying to get information. You're trying to get the commission for whatever you want from whatever magazine or whatever you work for, blah, 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 blah. All right, I get it. But at the same time, if it means you're making somebody very, very uncomfortable.
And you're going to get backlash for this too.
Yeah.
Especially from the internet. We just talked about how ruthless they can be. They're going to roast you for this dumb shit you just did.
Yeah.
These like 30 seconds of dumb decision, like it just...
I mean, it took Will Smith 2 seconds to post a picture of him as Genie.
And people roasted him.
Literally not even 5 minutes later, there is how many memes of him as Genie? Roasting him? Come on. Jesse lied about something. Everybody knew, everybody else except me knew he was lying before this whole situation. You had me. You got me on that one. I really thought you were serious. And now you guys are gonna fuck with Jason. Like, leave the man alone, all right? He's humble. He's got a humble soul. He loves his kids, whatever.
He minded his own business, making his money.
Yeah.
With his sexy ass wife.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Cringy.
She's so little and he's so big. So like he picks her up and it's just like he's like a feather.
They should make a porn.
No, they shouldn't make a porn.
No, they should.
No.
Only
soft
certain
porn. They should make a soft porn. Not no.
Nah, I want to see him go full beast on her.
You just want to see his dick
and her tits and her vagina.
Tits. I mean, you see her tits. It's soft porn.
I don't want to see just little.
No, I'm just saying like.
I want to see him go balls to walls, fucking flip that bitch upside down, and fuck her mouth or some shit. I don't know.
She's a freak.
I just want to see it. I'm sure it'll be sexy.
This one over here, a little freak. All right, and I don't mind being a little freaky deaky under the sheets or whatever. But damn,
just saying, they're both that sexy.
And I get it.
See him go balls to walls.
But like he's got like that gorgeous face that he's just like, okay, if you were in like a very sensual porn video with Lisa, looking at her deep into her eyes while you're fucking the shit out of her, I'd be happy to see that. Maybe call me a female, but damn, I'd be happy to see that. On both sides, because she'll just be like looking up at him.
I guess,
enjoying herself.
But you know what else would be pretty entertaining to watch? Watch her face go from like, oh, I love you to, oh shit, she's not gonna strap in because he's fucking the brains out of you.
Oh my God. Where did this conversation go?
Just saying. I'm sure.
We think about this every time we see Jason Momoa, okay? I wouldn't mind being tossed around by him every once in a while. That's all I gotta say.
You can I will pay Jason to step on my face. Like,
literally,
so fucking fine.
Literally, Aquaman was the shit. Watching him and Amber Heard, that was just like, it was like a little taste of both of my worlds. And I'm just sitting there like, I think that's the first movie I haven't fallen asleep in, and I can't tell you how long. Because I fall asleep in movie theaters, especially in New York. You ever been to a movie theater in New York?
No.
Oh my God, they have recliners. Recliner couches, bro.
So they begging people to go to sleep.
Dead ass.
Come back and pay to watch the movie again later.
Dead ass. Like, that's better than like those movie theaters with the beds in it.
See, now you can't put beds in there. Like, what if movies like
queen size beds for 2 people?
See, they don't get
You're
mad.
You're just asking for people to fuck in your fucking to fuck in your shit, yo. Fuck out of here with that.
Born, you were conceived at Regal Cinema over in fucking upstate New York.
Oh shit. Oh man, that would be some story to tell your kid. That would be some fucking story. Where does that conceive, Mom?
Well, Daddy took me to go see 50 Shades of Grey.
Where did babies come from? The Regal Center.
When they play 50 Shades of Grey. Or soft porn with Jason Momoa and
Lisa Bonet. Yeah. So fun. So many dreads. So many Hawaiian muscles. All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry. New York slang word of the day.
Anyway.
You good?
Yes.
You good?
Oh, wait.
All right. Well, that's our New York slang word of the day. Is you good? There's a bunch of different meanings. So, damn, do you just have it down? Oh, fuck.
What?
I knew I should have sent it to him last night. Now I can't send it. All right, whatever. That's our New York slang word of the day. That just fucked up because of my stupid phone now. Fine.
You
whatever.
Good? And you good can mean several things. You could be like, yo, you good? Like, are you okay? You could be like, you good? Yo, you good? Like, yo, you want me to punch the daylights out of you? Like, gather yourself. You could be like, yo, you good? Like, if you just, yo, you good? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different, I'm trying to find it. Okay. Pretty much like, you good? Like, stop talking to me. Or like, you good? Like, thank you.
There you go.
Found it. See? He found it. See? All right, now our segment ain't over. So this is a whole bunch of different ways you can say, like, you're good. You know, are you okay? You okay? You are okay? Okay, so like, how you been? How you been? Stop talking to me. Like, you good? Stop talking to me. Or, you good? You're welcome. Or, you good? No, you good. No need to say sorry. Or, you good? You need some money? Or, you good? Did you get enough? You good? You got you good? You got a problem? There you go. You good? You bumped me. Like, yo, you good? Like, you bumped me.
The power of you good.
There's a whole bunch of different meanings to you good. And it is used consistently.
Kind of like dead ass.
Kind of like dead ass. It's more or less the same. More or less.
Has a lot of meanings.
It has a lot of different meanings to it. But hey, man, there you go.
New York slang.
So, Carrie, why don't you take over and tell me what happened with Michael Cohen?
So, we typically try not to talk about politics here on Meme Girls because it gets everybody fired up, and then some people can't handle it, and
sometimes we just don't have all the information,
all
for
the facts
politics.
and blah blah blah. So, a few weeks ago, I don't know if you heard, but there was this guy that worked for Trump. His name is Michael Cohen. They found out that he has taken hush money from Donald Trump. And I don't know exactly how people found out, but somebody found out, and then they arrested him, or they just took him for whatever, and he's on trial to speak on what he took that hush money for, what did he do or whatever. And Michael Cohen at this point, I guess, feels guilty. He feels bad for all the things he's done or all the things he hasn't done, you know, for Trump. And mind you, Michael Cohen's been working for Trump for 10 years. So I was on my phone, I slide through Instagram, and this blogger that I follow posted this little clip, which prompted me to quickly go on YouTube and watch the remaining of the trial live. Can we get that clip going?
Mr. Trump is a racist. The country has seen Mr. Trump court white supremacists and bigots. You have heard him call poorer countries shitholes. In private, he is even worse. He once asked me if I could name a country run by a black person that wasn't a shithole. This was when Barack Obama was president of the United States. And while we were once driving through a struggling neighborhood in Chicago, he commented that only black people could live that way. And he told me that black people would never vote for him because they were too stupid. And yet, I continued to work for him. Mr. Trump is a cheat.
Now, I know a lot of people since he got elected have been quote unquote coming forward with things that he has done or said and blah, blah, blah. And everyone was like, this is what it'll get him impeached. And, you know, here he is in his third year. He's still not impeached. But
honestly, I'd rather him not get impeached. I'd rather him just finish his term and everybody vote for somebody else. Because
we got Mike Pence too.
Yeah.
And anybody else that follows after Mike Pence is probably just as bad, if not worse. So.
Worse than Trump. He's
but
worse than Trump.
During the trial and after that little clip, people were trying to they were questioning him and asking him to elaborate on shit that he has done that he already took care of, went to trial, paid, did time, whatever the fuck he had to do. And what amazed me and what I think is different about this one is that instead of like normally people are like, oh, well, you did this and you did that, and at some point they'll just kind of cave in and try and defend themselves or just completely miss the point of why they're there. But this guy, he straight up said, I am not here to talk about what I've done that I already took care of, what I've already been accounted for. I'm here to talk about the terrible things Donald Trump has said, terrible things Donald Trump has done that I have kept secret for him for so long to come to light so you guys can see for yourselves. And I think that was a hell of a tea. That was the best damn tea I've had in a little bit ago.
Yeah, no, that was
after the Jussie thing. Because this shit might actually get him impeached. I mean, it doesn't even matter anymore because he only has, a year left? So at this point, it don't even fucking matter. Year.
And honestly, I'd rather him not get impeached. I don't consider myself either Democrat or Republican. I'm definitely an independent soul that, I try not to get into either side of politics. I try to just kind of, stick to myself and, whatever I got to deal with, I got to deal with. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when you feel he's... It's one thing to, actually, do something for our country. And everybody's like, yeah, he did so much for our country. And maybe he has. And, I'm not denying that at all. There are certain things that Trump has done that had made this country a little bit better and is putting us in a little bit of a better foot. I give him credit for that. But at the same time, you don't have to be such a dick.
I think at first, a lot of people's issues with him were just things that he was saying, which we have freedom of speech. He can say dickhead things if he wants to. It's just kind of frowned upon because he's a president, so he shouldn't be saying or acting that way.
Yeah, let's be real. I mean, Obama did a lot of things that kind of hurt our country a little bit, but he was still very loved and very honored because he was a humble soul. And he
for the most part,
people loved him because people loved him because he was just, he was genuinely a good person. Trump has never been a good person, ever. Even from before he was president. Back when we were kids, come on. Back when we were kids, all I know is that, well, I mean,
I knew Trump was briefly in Home Alone.
Oh, he was briefly in Home Alone, and he was briefly in Little Rascals.
Oh,
he played Waldo's dad in Little Rascals.
He was also in Fresh Prince. I remember that too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he had a few roles. He had a few roles, but his main attraction were his business, and his business that failed quite a few times.
All of them.
Every single one. His hotels.
Mm-hmm.
That
his
also
college,
went bankrupt.
His college
that went bankrupt. Everything that he has done has went bankrupt. And honestly, I feel like this was just him, trying to prove that he can do something else.
I didn't think he actually thought he would get that far. I think he ran for president just for the fuck's sake. And then when he realized shit was gonna happen, he's like,
yeah, shit was getting real. I said, fuck it. Let me actually do this and let me see how far I can get with this. And that's exactly what, I feel like he ran for presidency and he ran to, be just because he wanted his dick hard. Just to get his dick hard. That's all he wanted. I don't know.
A lot of people followed him blindly.
This guy's some other shit, man.
This
guy's seriously some other shit. So many people are supporting him. Just the fact that he is so supported. And I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? I mean,
not for nothing. We didn't really have too many great candidates either that year.
Yeah, well,
we didn't have a lot of great people, but we definitely didn't want Hillary to be fucking president. That was crazy.
I don't know if I'd rather Clinton be president though.
Yeah, honestly, I'd rather deal with this angry Cheeto than this old spiteful bitch.
Yeah. Let's just pray for better candidates in this next election.
Bernie's ass is this close to dying.
Honestly, yeah, for real.
Gary Johnson. Why doesn't Gary Johnson become president? He's kind of funny. And why do we even have a president?
Okay, any celebrity in the world, any celebrity, who would you vote for to be president?
Dwayne
Johnson?
The Rock? Hell yeah, I'd let The Rock be president.
I'd rather Will Smith over Dwayne Johnson.
Or that too.
But Morgan Freeman.
I will listen to all his speeches.
I listen to him all day long.
Good morning.
Denzel Washington.
Oh.
Yeah.
Imagine Michelle Obama. She didn't want to be president, but imagine
Bill Murray.
Yeah.
The guy from Osmosis Jones.
Yeah. It'd be funny. I don't know how well he'd do. I don't know if he could survive all that pressure, but
Bill Murray. Okay.
Try.
Who else is there? Let's see. Oh, you know what? You know who would have been really good?
Cardi B needs to be president.
Oh, fuck that. I fuck with Cardi. I respect Cardi. I get her. I get Cardi. All right. I respect that girl. You know, I got love for her. You know, she's cool, whatever. She's funny. She's real as fuck. Like, there's barely any celebrities that be real as fuck like that. All right. And she don't forget where she come from either. She don't forget where she come from, and that's what I fuck with. You know, people like Jennifer Lopez, they forget where they come from. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because Jennifer Lopez from Castle Hill, and she knows she's from Castle Hill. So, but anyway.
Whatever.
But anyway. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, Cardi B. That's right. I don't know if I'd see her as president. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I have that.
They'll be like, Lady President, we have the Middle East that wants to go to war. For what?
Honestly, I'd be happy to see Michelle Obama run for president.
She don't want to. She'd be great.
I know she doesn't want to, but I think she'd be great.
She didn't even want Obama running the second time, but he's like, let me do it. Just walk another 4 years, like whatever. She's like,
another 4 years, whatever.
But I already got
honestly, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. But like, I'd love to see her, but I think she'd be a great president.
No, for sure. She'd fuck up the school lunch again, but yeah, everything else would be great. Let me say it, because when Obama became president and she started taking over nutrition for all kids at school, bitch, I was so mad. I'm like, God damn it, Michelle Obama, don't butt in when you're not fucking needed. I was so pissed. All the school lunch turned to shit.
Mean, school lunch is like literally the lowest grade of food besides, like, it's like one grade up.
I don't know what I was saying prior. Oh, that Michelle Obama took the grade above jail food and she put it at jail food, if not a teensy bit lower. That's what she did with school lunch.
But that means that jail food probably went down low too. Sorry about that, everybody. We literally just had like technical difficulties. Why can't I say that word?
Technical difficulties.
Why can't I say that? I froze. Our video completely froze. Like, we completely froze. So sorry about that. I look like a little teapot for a second there.
I'm a little teapot, sure as pie.
Anyway,
to make up for it, I think we should delve into trending meme of the week.
Yeah, let's do a little slideshow of trending meme of the week. So our trending meme of the week is
Family Guy. You guys always think you're so much better than me. Oh, please, Meg. That is the most preposterous thing I've ever heard. That's the actual scene from the episode. But I have taken the liberty of finding some of the funniest ones that I saw or the ones that were up, because honestly, it's kind of hard looking for memes on Google when they're trending because they're just kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And then they kind of get replaced with like the newer, shittier ones. So I have to like go through to find the good ones. But I found a couple good ones. Take it away, Stretch.
I don't think he's prepared. Wait.
He's like, oh fuck.
Hold on. We're getting there. My hair is all crazy right now. I didn't even realize that. I haven't even looked at it. Okay.
That was one of my favorites.
That was one of my favorites too because it's so true.
After 95,
it's so true. Like, after 95, you guys suck.
I barely made it into the fucking. I was like, in November, right at the end.
Just keep them coming, Stretchy.
Those are from my anime nerds.
I don't fucking know. I know that's the one is Naruto, one is Dragon Ball. I don't know who the other two are.
The one in the middle is Luffy from One Piece, and the one up top is Ichigo from Bleach. That was for my nerds. That was a me for my nerds.
Oh, speaking of nerds, hold on. Before we do this real quick, before we keep going with these memes, Carrie and I decided last night for some stupid reason to come up with a nerd tree and to name all the different type of nerds that we have in our because we just realized something. I'm like a big nerd, and she's a big nerd. But we're two totally different types of nerds. We're like nerd tree. Like totally off course from each other. Here, why don't you start some off?
All right, we got our book nerds. Obviously, the kids or people who just love reading books, they have a whole room full of books, like Belle, a fucking whole spiraling shit of books. Mm-hmm. We have our anime nerds, like me. We watch anime, we cosplay. We watch anime, blah, blah, blah. We have our comic/manga nerds, comic books, anime books, blah, blah, blah.
We have our video game nerds.
AJ from Philly wants a shout out. What up, AJ?
From Philly.
Thank you for tuning. AJ, you know it'd be great, my man, if you could just like throw a Philly cheesesteak into orbit and for it to arrive here. Yeah. Because I've never had an actual Philly cheesesteak and they so bomb. Like I felt like, you know, little.
We want to make sure the grease like trickles across the entire like East Coast.
I want to see a train
all the way down here to Florida. Like I really like send 2 of them. Just toss them as far as you can. I want to feel my arteries. We'll get them. I got you. We'll get them. So then we have the video game nerds, which is a lot like my nephew. My nephew is a huge video game nerd.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, to be honest, my nephew falls into like every category we got written down here.
But mainly video games.
Mainly video games. There's fandom nerds.
They're basically like cults. You just
pretty
whatever you like, so
you have like you got like your Twilight fandom, your Harry Potter fandom, you have your Lord of the Rings fandom, you have where else was I going with this? Oh, the Vampire Diaries fandom, you have the Divergent series fandom, you have it's nonstop. You have like the Riverdale one, there's Hunger Games, there's
Homestuck. You don't know about that, but Homestuck fandoms. Homestuck,
but there you go. So there's a whole bunch of different like type of fandoms that you can get into. Like me, I'm part of like the Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and like Divergent series ones. So like I run a group on Facebook called Harry Potter Class. Join it if you guys are big Harry Potter fans. I'm the Slytherin head of house. Yeah, I'm the Slytherin head of house. So then you have computer nerds. Just which is kind of like Stretch. Wouldn't Stretch fall into that category a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, Stretchy.
The other ones who fuck with computers
he's so good
and
with
shit.
computers. I don't fucking know.
Well, computer nerds is more like
his production things. I wouldn't know what the fuck I'm doing. Actually, you know who's a computer nerd? Gallagher. James Gallagher.
I don't know.
He's a big computer nerd. He can hack into anything.
Computer nerds are more like that. Like people who hack, people who can like buy part by part and build a fucking PC. You know, I can't. My ex's friends do that shit. Like they built my ex computer one time, and actually it was so crazy because we're sitting there watching TV, playing games, and I turn and I see his computer doing mad shit. And I'm like, yo, your TV is like going haywire right now. And like, oh yeah, whatever the fuck his name was, Isaac is fucking with it from his house. I'm like, he's fucking with your computer from his house on his computer? He's like, yeah. He's like doing mad shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, I'm telling you, like James Gallagher hooked us up to freaking live stream on Facebook and on Twitch, and he's doing all this crazy shit, and I'm just staring at it like I'm looking at like the Matrix thing,
right?
And it's all like numbers and shit, like going up and down, and I'm just like.
Chelsea's just like, I know everything now.
I got you. I got you. All right, so we got the tabletop nerds who are nerds that play like Dungeons and Dragons Or like, what are the other ones that they do? Like some, not Uno. Like, that's more just like a family
card
game.
games.
Like the Scrabble lovers, the chess lovers,
role
the checkers lovers. Lovers. Okay, and then you have like the music nerds, which is kind of like Torin.
Like people like who love Torin music, and Billy.
Some people who love like the most weirdest music ever. Like Torin will fall for like Lil Peep. Or like he'll listen to Lil Pump.
That's not weird.
Like,
that's just
it's weird. It's weird. I consider that nerdy music. Or like my nephew who likes like the video game, like the video game music and shit like that. Come on, bro. Like Torin, like when it comes, Torin will play like the weirdest shit out of nowhere and totally know every word to it.
Well, I mean,
like he knows who Lil Windex is. Lil Windex is like that parody dude or whatever. So like,
well, when I think music, then I think like kids who like. I mean, like music too, and then like they play instruments or they read music and shit like that. That's what I think when I think of music nerds. But that's just
then you have your theater nerds, which I kind of fall into that category too. People who kind of like all kind of theatrical, like Broadway stuff, like Rent and Hairspray, and like Les Miserables and like Phantom of the Opera and stuff like that.
The Pumpkin Patch said, y'all making fun of Stretch. Y'all need to do a podcast with him in the podcast, not just manning the computers. He used to, right? Didn't he used to?
Yeah, he used to be in a little box right up there. But now he doesn't want to be on camera anymore.
I didn't know that.
No, Stretch is our producer. We can make fun of him all we want. He's sitting right in front of us, okay?
Say something.
I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'm really cool. I love that you're watching a podcast right now. But he's literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from me. If he wants to smack me in the head, he can do it. All right? I have no problem with that. Cable. Like, he will literally throw a bottle at me, and I don't care. Like, I can make... What do you mean? What did I do? You know what you did, Pumpkin Patch? Is that what you wanted, Pumpkin Patch? Is that what you wanted? There you go. Here you go. See, he's just right there. I have no problem with it. I have no problem. Okay. Anyway, then you have your art nerds who love, who are totally into like photography and like, studio art, painting and drawing. Kind of like, what was his name? What was his name? The one with the fro?
Oh, Bob Ross.
Bob Ross?
Am I right? Bob Ross?
I think it's Bob Ross, right? Bob Ross?
Happy Accidents?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so there you go. Here you go. Like, he's your art nerd. And then you got your Wonka nerds.
Remember? Okay, so she said that joke last night, Wonka nerds, and I'm like, what more is it to the Wonka factory than
they have their
fucking
own
factory?
She truly thought that the Wonka has their own fandom and has their own nerds.
Like, what more is it to the
candy nerds? The little candy nerds, stupid little shit candy nerds. She had no idea what the fuck I said. She was like, Wonka nerds.
I was like, what more is it to the movie? Like, you got the tour, you fucked up. He said it was okay. You got a life. You own the shit.
Yeah. You get a never-ending gobstopper. Fuck it.
¿Qué pasa?
Anyway, so we had our nerd tree, and we'll be, every week we'll come up with a different tree that we'll talk to you guys about, and fuck it, like we'll just name off a bunch of different things because there's literally you have your categories, and then you have your categories in your categories.
Your subcategories.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Right, I have my moments. I got it
right. So we're gonna close up this podcast with the rest of our trending memes. So go ahead and check out that check out that slideshow, and we will see you next week. Thank you for watching Meme Girls. Later.
See ya.